If it's Friday, you know it is time for the trend. My name is Anita Nderu, and I am joined by the most fantastic panel, and we'll be tackling all the funny things that happened this week, trended on Twitter, and we'll throw all the shade humanly possible. But this is what happened this week before we get into our panelists. So a city hotel has been under fire after grabbing Asma Lane. Find out what happened.
Wasakina peke yake. Maliza hizo pilipili. Kula.
A thief was forced to partake his meal under the watchful eyes of its perpetrators. The meal wasn't normal. Stick around and know the content of the food. Are we about to lose the most prestigious food dating couples like? Are we about to stop going to the gym? Find out why. Guys, chips is under siege, and we're going to be talking about that story because waruz is something I happen to love so much, and it's very close to my heart. But tackling the TTTT topics for today, which is our hashtag, if you want to hit us up on Twitter, is Eddie Butita, who still owes me a book since he went to the States. We also have Cindy Ogana in the building.
Yeah.
My birthday is tomorrow.
Your birthday. Oh, happy birthday.
Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anita. Anita. Happy birthday to you.
Happy 46th birthday, Anita.
Wow, I must be aging very gracefully.
You look 25.
No, it's
Kill
just
them
18.
with the no.
I know that you guys are like the worst people to work with. So now we also have YY in the building. Is those guys who, you know, in church when the choir starts to sing, there's always that guy who's just on major bass. That's who we have in the building tonight. So now let's get back into this very potato story. So the country is facing a shortage of 1.7 million Irish potatoes. Those are waruz. Those are many. The most affected people are the hospitality industry. That's the reason why nowadays your bajias look a bit transparent and they're very expensive to buy. Now, they are blaming the shortage of this very, very valuable commodity on poor and uncertified seeds. I feel like this might have a ripple effect on our gyms because the main reason we all go to the gym is because we consume too many chipos. It's also where people find chipos. So maybe you guys can tell us how you feel about this.
Chipo. By the story ya kuchipo ya chipo. Me personally inali affect sana. But sasa mimi najiuliza, unajua zile place ulikuwa unaendea chips, unapatiwa tu chips sijui tu 7 tu hapo na kakuku hapo. Sasa utakuwa unapewa nini saa hiji kuna
and then those 3 drops of sauce. And then they swipe it.
Kama kuna watu naurumia ni DJ Mo, DJ Sadiq, watu wa Sanford.
Watu wa Sanford.
Na hata Butita mmoja wao.
Hapana wakida.
No, it's okay to
Why?
To
They
be
have
what
really
you
nice
stand for.
food.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Kuomba change hapo, unajua wezi.
Be true to yourself.
I know.
Lakini sisi tunakuaga hiyo battalion. 99% ya wanaume hii Nairobi wanapitia. So wanakuwa affected. Kuna watu wa saa 4 ya usiku tunapitianga bezi ya chipo. Akakuku.
Mabachelors.
So unajua last week tulishtuka sana. Last week tulikuwa tunapatiwa kakuku
na mkwaju.
But I hope tunaweza come na ideas more when it comes to farming because I think we are concentrating on particular farm produce than zile zenye tunafaa kuwa tuna eka effort ndani. That is mahindi. Wait, that's mahindi. By the mahindi ni poa. Mahindi ni poa. Mahindi ni poa. But people need to realize. People need to realize that with that 2 acres or 1 acre or akoka nusu acre, you can plant something else. No. And you can get money.
Like what?
Unaweza plant watermelon, unaweza plant sorghum.
You want to replace waruz with watermelon?
With watermelon.
My point is that that is what is affecting. Okay, you guys are not sure because I'm talking of watermelon. I'm mko wapi ni sawa. Point yangu ni waru imeaffectiwa na hiyo kitu. Juu ya farming habits.
Yes.
Juu unasikia pesa iko kwa nini kila mtu anaenda huko. So inabaki nani atatuplantia waru? And I think tuna need rationing ya waru.
They're going to intervene.
We need waru rationing.
Like, and as a Kuyo, I'm just very affected by this story.
Is this a way to make sure Kuyos stop diluting food with water? I don't know.
But wait, what is going to be absorbing that water? Because the warus soaks in that magic. So now,
we had enough over Christmas. Easter is coming. These are stopgap measures.
Alafu Cindy tunaafektiwa. Sisi ujaza waru kwa sufuria mpaka inajapo. Lakini unajua wakina Nita wako tu sawa. Unajua waru 3 na kasupu wao wako tu sawa.
Kuna carrot, kuna minji, cabbage.
Shortage zilikuwa. Lakini kama kuna watu wameaffectiwa saa hii.
Bora drum ya maji tuko sawa.
Madem wako affected. Chips ya so saa hii itaenda kitu kama 6. For example, hiyo time waru itakuwa imeshuka. Chips ya so 6 itakuwa kitu kama 3. Inamaanisha chipo itakuwa expensive kushinda kuku. Chipo itakuwa unaffordable. Unaenda dem anauliza what are you gonna have?
Babe ni buy chipo.
China kuku.
Kwa leo wanaitara ile Nairobi. Unajua itafika mali unaweza piga kachipo kwa Shylock. Expensive. Unachukua nayo loan ya 5.
Haya, sawa. So now we move on to the next story. So now the Director of Public Prosecutions now wants members of the public to provide information that would help launch investigations against something that seems to be becoming a trend these days. Pastors taking advantage of young girls. And in this particular case, it's Pastor Ken Gomeri. Now, he was exposed after a lady by the name of Purity came out claiming that Gomeri has been preying on schoolgirls. What's happening to our clergymen? Cindy, we'll start with you.
Well, it's not surprising that every time there's a sex scandal, the church is involved. I just feel there's a lot of camouflage when it comes to religion and sexuality and what's going on. I'm a very big proponent that we should have sex education. We should put it out there so that people should stop hiding and feel like, you know, their urges and needs should not be addressed. Now what's happening is we have a lot of scandals happening in the church, and then we have a lot of people backing up those scandals. So when they say they're sorry, we say, oh, God has forgiven you. Who are you to judge? The devil made you do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we need to be real. We need to understand that these things happen. We're in a generation where kids are being exposed to a lot of things. So we just need to, my proponent has always been in every show, let's start sex education in school.
I 10,000% agree with you. Why?
Me, I think.
Why is this happening?
The reason why?
Why?
The more pedophiles, kama sai, ni juu we don't have serious. Our systems are not working. Yes. For example, there are no consequences to whatever we are doing.
Exactly.
And if there are consequences, you can buy your freedom.
Yes.
That is why there's a country in I think it was kuna mali either Korea or the country in Asia maybe. Yes. Juzi, 2 people were shot dead.
Yes.
Were shot dead mbele ya it was in Asia. Shot dead mbele ya umma in front of the audience, in front of the citizens.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that is supposed to be implemented in the country, but if you see such kind of things being done to people, wewe mwenyewe unakuwa scared. Something has to be done. For example, kama huo pastor, people know, history nilikuwa nasoma inasema this is something that he is used to doing, chasing little girls watoto wa shule. It means this is something that is not, it's not mysterious. He's not hiding it. Ni kitu watu wameijua.
But why don't you feel like church people also cover up for themselves? Because for a pastor to be preying on schoolgirls, somebody has to know. You know when your daughter is not coming home from school. You know when the pastor is busy asking for extra hours for prayers. So this covering up people's sins in the church, which is fine, it happens everywhere, but how is that helping in terms of exposing the evil of pastors and of course protecting our young girls?
Butita?
Okay, well, I think one thing we should be clear with is why is it that people keep quiet when these things are happening, then after a while is when they come out to talk about this. Right. People should realize that when such things happen, it's illegal, in fact. It's illegal.
It's illegal
and it's a crime.
Somebody under 18.
Why don't you go out there, enter nearest police station, make that report, let us know that you tried making a report ulienda kwa polisi and it didn't work. Let us know about that. Instead of bringing it on into the public opinion, because kukusaidia sisi, yet ni kitu ungesaidika. Unajua juu kuna polisi hata hawajui kitu kile happen. Yeah. So whenever something like this happens, endeni kwa polisi. Endeni kwa karao, ripotini, wacheni kesi kuja hapa tusemee kuna mapolisi waliambiwa story ya watoto hawakufanya kitu. But let us not keep quiet.
But now with that issue, especially because a pastor is involved, I think maybe brainwashing inaweza kuwa imeplay part pia.
Touch not my anointed.
Yeah, brainwashing inaweza kuwa imeplay part.
And other stories.
You are not performing well, but I'm telling you, if you come today, tutakuombea, next time utakuwa number 2.
May I have beef with somebody in church saying, "Oh, I did wrong. I'm sorry. God will forgive me."
Personally, I agree.
Yeah, okay,
so
fine.
all
You're
people
sorry.
who are in jail right now.
Exactly.
Why
What
can't
is
they
the
be forgiven
consequence
equally?
with a young girl? You know, fine, you're sorry, and then
I do agree that when it comes to religion, we must address some things with respect, juni church na nini. But then there is that level of humanity in every human being.
right.
Hata kawe ni mtu wa God, mtu unatu teach, mtu una preach, time umeenda wrong as a person, umeenda wrong. Haimaanishi uko na immunity.
Say sorry and face the consequences.
Yeah.
Don't just say sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so now speaking of cops and the need to report to them, from a police force to a police service, and now back to a police force. On Tuesday, a lady by the name of Njeri Wamudhoni spent the rest of her day in police custody after she recorded 5 traffic police officers manhandling a woman who was enjoying the privileges that comes with the front seat of the matatu. Now, the reason for ousting the passenger from the front seat in the first place is not well known. What is known, though, is that Njeri was charged with obstructing justice by recording the police officers. Guys, I really want to know how Njeri Wamudhoni was obstructing justice. She was just recording the incidents that was taking place.
Jerome Modoni, you're my hero. I love you. I love that you stood out till you told the cops, come and arrest me. You posted everything. You know, for evil, who said this? Was it Mahatma Gandhi, that for evil to continue is for good people to do nothing? Mahatma Gandhi, isn't it? So I love the fact that she spoke out in the midst of the fear of the police. She spoke out and said, no, this is wrong. Let me tell you, I don't know about you guys. I mean, nishaishukishwa kwa mathiri stage ile unajua for sure hakuna mathiri. Karawa na kushikisha cause umeka mbele, ushuke wakaendani cause wameshika mathiri for one reason or another. It's very unfair. And that's what the lady was fighting for. And Jerry was like, no, it's her right. You have no right to pull her away. And for her to have...
handled her really
badly.
5 cops, 1 person. What's the necessity of that?
I think it's... I hope this is a precedent of most citizens standing up and realizing that we have a voice. And the more that we speak out, the more some of these injustices might, you know...
Obstruction inakujia wapi? Alikata kutoka hiyo place.
Because aliwasema nishike ni nini.
Yeah.
So waliona una
she was recording and
But
they wanted her to delete the footage.
But sijui kama inakuanga ukweli ama ni watu sema polisi anakuanga allowed kuingia kwa gari.
No.
Anafaa kufuata akikushika.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Now, I really think, in as much as policemen, I think this will go way back kwa training. Police hutrainiwa nini specifically? I think polisi wengi hutrainiwa skills na maybe how to be emotionally stable and how to fight for yourself, how to defend yourself.
When they look at 32 teeth.
Yes. But if you look at our policemen, they are very emotional. Police wetu ni emotional sana. Can you imagine a policeman would stop you? A police will never come like I appreciate the fact that kuna mapolisi wapoa when you are professional. But most police haizi kusimamisha kwambia ni aje, you overspeeding, where's your DL? Na kwa kijana toka wewe nini, they are mad at you. Mtu akujui amekukasirikia.
Do you know cops earn 20k? Anita, cops earn 20,000. 20 ngwanyes in this world.
Kuna mapolisi, bedhe umesema vizuri. Kuna mapolisi wengi wazuri. Wenye unaweza sikizana nao. Si ati kusikizana nao imaanishi kitu mnafikiria. As in wanaweza kuambia kitu in detail nini na hivi na hivi. But kuna wale few individuals yenyewe sijui kama inakuwa ni depression ama ni nini. Mtu tu amekasirika the whole day.
They're frustrated.
Mwizi anakupigana na kujamkosea.
No, cops are frustrated. They earn 20,000 shillings. They live in shanty houses that they share with the peers. Of course, they're frustrated. Police reforms.
Very important. But for now, we're going to go for her break, and then we'll be right back with hashtag TTTT with the gang, Eddie, Cindy, and YY. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, this is hashtag TTTT. If you've been with us from the beginning of the show, welcome back. The team tonight is Eddie Butita, Cindy Uganda, and YY. My name is... hey, guys. Sorry. My name is Anita Nderu, and our hashtag is TTTT. So before we get into the next story, which looks very, very, very good, we're going to have Eddie, Cindy, and YY read a couple of tweets that you guys have sent us on our hashtag. Let's do this, YY.
All right, Patty Kicharu is saying, happy to see you, Cindy Uganda, my crush. I've been your fan since the day of Dropson.
Yes,
Thanks for
honey.
being candid when commenting.
You know, my crush is of a certain age, so come, I teach you the new curriculum. CDC. Matiangi things.
Your crush kama iko na A. Nini?
Eddie?
Anita Nderu looking lovely, happy. Lovely, happy hosting. Cindy Uganda, dope African look. And the good soloist, Eddie Butita, always giving a different view. Different view.
That's a very polite way of saying, can you unasema? I make sense.
I don't know why resembles that pastor. What is an unaka pastor? Uka pastor.
Actually, I can see that happening. For real. Cindy?
Ochieng Adul says, Anita Nderu is my all-time favorite host.
Oh,
At least I
thank you.
can watch TTT today. Shout out to Eddie Butita and YY and Cindy Uganda.
All right, great.
So shout out to Ochieng.
Shout out to Ocheng then. All right, so let's get into the story. So most of you know, I believe all of you know, Grace Msalame, am I right?
Yes.
Now, the Ugandan Ministry of Tourism looks like it is not attractive at all. In fact, it's looked further up
Yes.
for a woman who fits what they feel the Ministry of Tourism should represent. So now, this is according to a statement that Grace Msalame issued after they used her image to market their campaign of Uganda's curvy women. But that woman has curves.
Oh no, she has curves.
Yeah.
On the real though. So now
The
she's
SI
about,
unit of curves.
yes, and she's about to be rich if she decides to sue the ministry.
Yeah.
And so me at this point I'm just bringing out to me, please, when you to me to for anything small, kitu kidogo tu hivi, at least we go do a class action suit. We're like, listen guys, stop using our images. We need to make money. So now I wonder how the ministry is going to market their curvy women. Are they going to be paraded somewhere for the tourists to see them, or what will be happening? Because as a Ministry of Tourism,
Right.
if what you are parading is we have curvy women in our country, so what happens when guys land at the airport? Wamelainishwa mahali.
Eddie Butita.
Yes,
Is it
I'm even looking at you.
prostitution?
See, you're the one who's traveling all the time.
Wait for me as a number of curvy women.
Hata mimi nataka kusu Zimbabwe, wananitumia kwa nini hadi ya kuashia kovi baya.
For $2 a day, you can feed a child like Eddie.
So wananitumia vibaya. Hii ni sawa. But I know Grace Msalame by the anafaa kulipwa.
That is true.
Anafaa kulipwa, it's false advertising.
That's
how
also
they
she's
call
a
it.
brand.
Sindio? She's
Can't
a
just
brand.
misuse her like that.
Then secondly, kumbe hata Uganda haina curvaceous women wenye wana advertise. Yaani kumbe hata hawako basi.
Wako.
Kama wanatumia Mkenya.
Damn.
huyo hawana.
Wako. Oh my God, you guys don't have Ugandan friends.
But mbona
They
do you
have
mean?
hips for everyone
Yeah.
in this room, plus extra.
As in
No,
you can be as small
but
as
kama-
Eddie, but your lower body is like Grace.
Msalame Msalame na post yake Kenya inatokea Uganda.
No, just because Hakaja, all that. However, you guys, okay, let me make it a bit serious. Don't you think it's a bit like prostitution, saying, come to Uganda, we have curvaceous women. So when you come to Uganda to see the curvaceous women, what are they meant to do? Is it prostitution? I'm just
Uganda is the
saying.
new Thailand.
I know, right? I'm just saying. I know later on the minister said, you know, I said it in a light-hearted manner and I didn't mean it that way. But if you're going to promote a country, promote infrastructure, promote wildlife, tourist destinations, but curvy women? And then what's up with Ugandan men? Kwani sisi madema tuwezi leta foreign exchange?
Sasa unajua itabaki.
Wanaume wa Uganda kwani mnakaaje?
Footballer ubaiwa. Nasikia pia sama demo Cavs wanabaiwa, right?
Ndio.
Nasikia Vera alisainiwa Uganda.
No, but those guys have absolutely beautiful women who are very as in if they decide. So I think this is a case of getting one of those graphic designers who has one job. You have one job. Find a woman in Uganda who is curvy to use. This guy just goes online and
But you
searches
see,
curvy women.
the
The first
problem-
one that comes on, he uses.
There's something called stock photos. I think it's the biggest problem currently.
Yeah.
Where someone takes your photo without the necessary
No
rights.
consent, yes.
Maybe you give them consent of taking those photos because it's free, maybe. I'm not talking, referring to Grace Msalame. This is a different case that has been happening. So when they take your photo, they upload to the stock footage gallery, where designers pay, like, let's say, per month to use those images for free. So you end up having your image all over. Like there was a woman who had his image even dating sites.
There's a woman who had about his image. You don't say.
Image, her image. Kama kwa naweza labda ilikuwa hivi. Sawa. Sawa.
Haya ngoja.
Unajua cheki. Siwezi ongea kizungu 5 minutes mpaka ulimi na kwa moto alafu unayaribu. Cheki. Ngoja ni.
Sasa lazima restart manzi. Lazima waze over.
Wacha nirudie. There is a problem when it comes to. Okay, wacha nimalizie. Now, this is the case. When someone takes a photo of you, just be careful. Why are they taking these photos? Don't consent to anyone. This goes to all the young women you have there.
Instagram is all out there.
Unaona? Hawa maboy wote, model, madem, msikuwe mnapeana mapicha tu. Juzi naenda unajipata huko kwa.
Si picha yangu iko handsome man of Mexico.
You know what?
Yeah.
No, listen.
Sometimes you can be so good that they have to borrow, you know.
Okay, so now let's move on to more problems that we have in this country. In Mexico. Okay.
If you're a boy, you have no business to be handsome. You either decide you be a man or why are you handsome as a boy?
I'm going to start this to roll, and then you guys will decide
like
when you
boy,
want to listen.
Like wacha nimalizie.
Umekuwa ukimalizia
like you are a man and you are brown. How?
Kuna wanaume weupe.
Ati wanaume weupe.
Brown men to date.
How can you be a brown man?
Guys.
Like are you a man?
Legitimately.
Say that.
Okay, now listen. We're going to talk about real quick. And mnipatie majibu ndogo or is it short or whatever that is. Did you know that the government is no longer watching you? In fact, the CCTV cameras stopped working a few months ago, which might have even been 4 years back. I mean, it's our government. When they say it happened yesterday, it was most likely many years ago, right? So anyway, the CCTV cameras were installed at a cost of 437 million shillings.
Yes.
Now, as you walk around in town, just know the big brother is asleep.
It means one CCTV ilienda for around 10.5 million.
Yeah.
And
10 point something. Yes,
That's way less than the towel for NYS.
But unajua CCTV hizo zenye zako unajua bado kuna CCTV. Umeingia town hakuna watu alafu hakuna mtu. Unamaliza tu kupaki hivi alafu unasikia kabisa. Unasikia CCTV imekuongelesha. Ndio hiyo hapo.
Umefika tao demwako na kucall uko street gani hata?
Mimi nataka kuongea based on security. Like hiyo inaonyesha the city is not safe then.
Yeah.
Because how comes we have all this?
A smart point. I'm even shocked. Brother.
Yeah. Like a boy who has been traveling.
A boy who has been traveling.
Sasa mmeharibu kizungu tena.
How comes?
How comes we have all these cameras, yet someone can tell us that they are working, yet they are not. Mtu anakuja anatuambia zinakuwa sawa na zifanyi. We have had cases of people being abducted, robbery incidents whereby we are being told a certain street is not safe, and we are being told that for like 3 months. So you wonder, hakuna mtu ashaijua hiyo area kwa hivyo. I think we need to make this city safe so that we don't become another, inaitwangaje hii essay yenye nasikia huwezi hata tembea Joburg. Nasikia ime turn out kuwa dangerous sana mpaka huwezi hata tembea. Unaona? So I think we should work on that. We should work on the security of this nation and this city.
What I usually wonder is there's somebody who wakes up every morning and says they've gone to work and they're working on this particular CCTV, yes. And yet it does. What do you do from sun up to sundown?
You Uber.
What?
I think you keep to work.
Wait, we're taking a break. We're taking a break on the rail. Because clearly, conversation was headed here with Butita. Along comes Cindy, and then you know what? We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. The hashtag is TTTT. Send in all your feedback over there. Welcome back to hashtag TTTT. My name is Anita Deru, YY in the building, Cindy in the building, Eddie Butita in the building as well. And it's been an absolutely fun 30 minutes. And we will be looking through a few other stories that trended throughout the week. Any tweets anyone wants to read before we proceed?
Butita, from your crazy
Butita has created this storm on social media now about how that all men
can't be brown.
That men can't be brown. You have no business being brown. If you're a
As
brown
a man,
you're rounded off
man.
to the nearest woman.
Hatuoni mwanaume brown. How?
And then pia,
why not?
And then pia kuna pia watu kuwa na bahati.
Hebu tupatie rangi kidogo.
Dunia kuna watu kuwa na bahati kwa hii dunia. Can you imagine Uthul ni brown? Can you imagine? Uthul is brown.
By the way, I've been accused of touching you guys too much.
As a man, it's either una sura mbaya ama mbaya sana. You can't compete with the women.
Yeah.
Sawa basi.
Unaona?
Speaking
Women
of men,
should be fair.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of men. So now a man has been forced to eat red pepper after he was caught turning a mosque into a gikomba. Now the man was caught stealing and selling shoes that had been left outside the Sakina Mosque. I bet this was one of the hottest days he ever experienced, let alone the hot weather in Mombasa. Was this a polite punishment ama a harsh one? Why?
Mimi kwanza.
Hai, nilikwambia tafadhali story tuzifanye fupi fupi.
Unaona huyu mtu kwanza nilikuwa naona ako helpless na hawajamshifunga. Si kule pilipili unaambia wasema macho wote.
Oh my goodness.
But then again, I don't think that was a harsh punishment.
Are you crazy?
I don't think, let me finish. I don't think that was so harsh. Your punishment ilikuwa very harsh.
Why?
Do you know how much we pay on top to get chips masala? We have to pay extra. We have to pay extra.
Tomato sauce na pilipili.
We have to pay extra. That was a VIP treatment.
VIP waru.
Lakini unajua tunaambiwa msichukue sheria mkononi. So watu wameanza kuchukua sheria mdomoni. Which is wrong. Wade tusipelekeni msee kwa polisi bana. Yaani msee nilimhurumia sana.
But aliiba tena the next day. After alisema sitaiba tena. Sasa bado unaona video next.
No.
Aliiba tena the next day.
Anita, before watu waseme fupi, let me take this opportunity to wish my high school principal, although sahi najua alitoka high school.
Dema Machali.
Mr. Edward Odera, my principal Butere boys. He taught me a lot. By the way, I'm where I am because of you. This is the guy who taught me. He used to have a slogan called "We are men." So tunaambiwa kwa parade, "Are you men?" Tunasema "We are men." Then anatuambia "Be responsible men." So leo nimekumbuka nikasema ni birthday yake kesho. Happy birthday Odesh.
Ayopa haja kutumia. Butito umeona?
Hapana.
Ingia hapo kwa simu. Ndio useme kitu kunihusu.
Na appreciate tu by the yenyewe.
Sema mawili matatu.
Haya, well, we're sending
na kitambo.
A very happy 50th birthday to my cousin Bonnie, and a very happy birthday to Joyce Minor as well. We are not a February babies. February is just a really good month. And the best part is your birthday comes kidogo ndio your Valentine's presents galore. Alafu it's dry the rest of the year. Anyway, another story that's been very active on our timeline on Twitter is activist Boniface Mwangi took to the social media to complain about a lane that he rarely uses. So Asma Lane that borders CJ's and Yala Towers was taken over by CJ's for their personal use but has now been reclaimed. So the next time you visit the restaurant and they cook right in front of your table, just know it's the deeds of Boniface Mwangi. Their kitchen has been demolished. So yeah, so that's basically what happened. They put a gate, and there was somebody manning the gate, so you could not use that alley, and it's supposed to be like a road that the public can use, a lane that the public can use.
Lane.
Haya. Opinions mbia.
Alafu najua pia kulikuwa na washroom hiyo place imenini.
Haya.
Na watu walienda hapo washroom wanafaa ushuke wote because walikojoa kwa streets.
Those ones. Hey, on a weekend, when you pass through the alleys of Nairobi, you don't even need to get into the alley. Just the entrance there. The harufu.
The wave.
But niliona vile wali decide walitoa hiyo gate ilikuwa hapo.
Yeah. After he tweeted that the governor
zilikuwa zinafaa na wametoa hiyo gate, that's good for them, unaona. But we need to be careful in this city because I'm sure there is someone who approved that. Kuna mtu amekuwa na iona.
Yeah, there was somebody who was bribed.
We need to be more careful.
Aya, sawa. So isn't this an oxymoron? George Wise Owino was found guilty of match fixing while playing for Harambee Stars back in 2009. The players who now prove to be unwise is about to be interrogated about his allegations. Emails of him and an official who was handling the match fixing have been retrieved. This is the true definition of the internet and never ever forgets.
Watu ambao sasa nyinyi mnaweza ongea.
Hasa kama expert kwenye hii michezo ya mpira.
Maliza ubao na mabao promotion.
Lakini kiukweli match fixing imefanya siku hizi mpira si tamu. Nowadays unapata mimi mfano Arsenal. Arsenal is playing against
Arsenal.
That is not a team.
It's okay. Mimi ni Arsenal.
Wanachezanga tu vibaya.
Yes. Mimi ni Arsenal. It's okay. Mimi ni Arsenal. Nacheza na Man U. But naeka pesa yangu Man U. Unaget? Either way Man U kichapa I'm making money. Arsenal win now win emotionally.
So when does that ever happen?
And reasoning kitu na
Wacha kuongea in past tense.
God.
We're talking about things that trended during the week. Wacha kuongea about things that happened many years ago.
Yes, like
10 years challenge, nini.
Next week, God Mania.
Okay, what I is trying to say is that match fixing imeharibu game sana.
That's true.
It's about money nowadays. It's not about sports kabisa.
So you don't know whether the players are doing it as in you're losing because Enyebe you're a shit team like Arsenal, or if it's because you actually
down to the
making money.
coaches, to the team managers, nini vitu zimepangwa.
Kama yetu ya Kenya, kama yetu ya Kenya,
you're an Arsenal fan.
kama yetu ya Kenya we can trace it.
Haya, fanya hivi, usilie. Tutaka kumaliza show. Do you have any parting words that have nothing to do with Arsenal? Tuma tweet #TTTT.
Tutafanya harambee.
Haya, sawa. All right, guys, it's been an absolutely fantastic show.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for tuning in, for being active on the #TTTT. My name is Anita Dare. Thank you.
Happy birthday to
Why?
Milas.
Okay, nilienda America sikusikia kizungu yako.
Oh my God! Thank you. We'll be back at 10 p.m. Amina will be here. An absolutely amazing lineup. Do tune in for that. You can catch up on everything that will be happening this evening on YouTube later on in the week. Have yourselves a great evening. Mwah.